Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your brother Keenan Lambert, and in this video, we're gonna talk Buenos Aires, Argentina. Let's go.
She looking like a goddess. Broke up your thing, got a booty so yummy. Wind up your bumper, me I fi go run it. Run for your life, she got my heart running. Caught my attention faster than Sonic. Broke up your thing, got a booty so yummy. Wind up your bumper, me I fi go run it. Run for your life, she got my heart running. Caught my attention faster than Sonic. Wind up your pum pum, got the clock saying yeah, yeah.
Given Argentina's distance from the global north, sometimes it could take a while to get here. I came on a direct flight from New York City, and that round trip hit me for about $800. Of course, when you fly during different seasons, you can get to Argentina for about $600, $650 or so. Okay, that flight may be connecting or it might be straight through. Of course, a lot of flights do go through Bogota. So the money setup here reminds me a lot of the situation in Cuba. Okay, this is what the money looks like. Actually, let me open it up for you. Okay, this is what the money looks like. This is a 1,001 mil bill, if you will. And you can, this is roughly about less than $1, so maybe about 80 or so cents, but that's if you trade it on the black market. When you go to an official banking place, then this goes over $1. Maybe this is about $1.10. So it'll be beneficial for you to go ahead and bring your US dollars here and actually get it through the black market, okay? The black market spots are known as cuevas. That literally translates to caves, and you're not gonna go into some, super bacchanal clandestine place. What you're going into is, of course, not actually a cave. However, it is a somewhat clandestine money operation, okay? Now, people are very openly asking, cambio, 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 asking if you want to change money when you're out in the open boulevards. And, it's something that's technically illegal. However, the police are not doing anything about it, and the government is actually not working to lock it down. The situation is very much similar in Cuba. The money operations are illegal, but even the government officials use it. Now, transportation. See, here in Argentina, you are able to get around extremely easily. Okay, the infrastructure here is next level when it comes to transportation. They have dedicated right-of-ways for buses, so you have rapid bus transport, and then you also have a subway, a metro system. The subway metro system is not as expansive as you'd like it to be. However, there is a subway, and it runs on time, and it's very active. For you to fly from city to city here in Argentina, it's actually pretty inexpensive, okay? You're spending under $100 round trip to bounce from city to city. You can actually go to Cordoba one way if you buy it in advance, like $35. Okay, you want to head down south, maybe you might spend a little bit more. However, in order for you to jump countries, okay, it's not as cheap as you'd expect it to be. Of course, there are international taxes and other things that are involved. So to go here to Brazil, you're going to spend a little bit more than that, even though Brazil is literally not that far away at all. I actually wish that I went and spent some time in Rio. Okay, I love Rio. Rio is amazing. If you haven't been, please go to Rio. Now let's talk about the women, okay? The women here in Argentina are, of course, beautiful. The women here actually tend to be generally of heavy European extraction, and you also get some folks that are native, and then you get some folks that are in between, okay? They're not at all aggressive in most cases, okay? In many cases, the people that, might actually come to you and talk to you, right, because you're looking like a foreigner, looking out of place, are actually other men. They'll just come up to you, talk to you, be friendly, give you information, and maybe help you with whatever Argentinian questions that you have. In many cases, the women will show interest by peeking over. You'll see them peek over very quickly and go back to what they're doing, okay? They're not gonna make eye contact for very long either. Okay, this is something that I realized here. There are the few that are aggressive. I actually had a situation a couple nights ago where a young lady, she saw my chain, she was dancing, so she grabs my chain and grabs actually a little bit of my chest hair with it. Hurt like hell. She was like, "Hey, I want you Caribeña." And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, you guys will have probably seen that in another video already, but yeah, that was the situation. Majority of the situations here are not going down like that. It generally starts with a look. Okay, similar in other places, but you have to go and be the aggressor. Okay, in Cuba, the situation is very different, right? In Cuba, folks are in survival mode, so they see you, foreigner, somebody who's, regardless of if you're poor in the United States or poor in Canada, poor in Europe, when you're there in Cuba, you are a lot wealthier than them. So, they're coming up to you and they're like, hey, what's up? What are we doing? Where are we going later on? Right. Here in Argentina, it is not at all like that. Okay. So brothers, in short, don't come to Buenos Aires expecting it to be a complete turkey shoot. Okay. It's not like that. Okay. There are a lot of beautiful women here, but you have to shoot your shot, and it's not a volume situation where you can say hello to this one and say hello to this one, and then just keep going and going and going, like how it might be in the DR or in Cuba or in Colombia, right? It's a different situation here. Now, for my brothers that are interested in the lady of the night situation, okay, to be 100% honest, I don't really have great information on that. I haven't seen folks out and about in the street doing things. Maybe this is a society where it happens online. I'm sure some of you will trade information down below on that. It's just not something that I've seen going on here. Whereas in other locations in the world, it's more so in your face. Here, I haven't seen it like that at all. When booking the flight to go to Argentina, I was a little bit concerned that perhaps there might have been a racial situation waiting for me once I got here. Okay, my grandmother sort of put it in my head, Keenan, be careful when you're down there. Of course, she's heard some things about back in the day. Of course, back in the day, a lot of places were outwardly racist. However, here in Buenos Aires, at least, I haven't experienced any of that, okay? There was a situation where a guy, we were in a music place together, and he asked me about my camera. We spoke very briefly, and then that was it. I saw him later on the night, and I was out in front of a club. Obviously, he knew the guys in front of the club, the security, and he said, hey, your only problem is that you're black. He said it in Spanish. He thought I didn't understand. I understood very clearly, but I was just confused as to what the how that was funny. Okay, but I get that he was trying to be humorous. Okay, now that might be alluding to some interesting aspects of their culture, right? Or maybe he was just playing around with race. However, we didn't have that conversation previously for me to just understand that that's where he was going with the conversation, or with the statement rather. Okay, of course, afterward he understood that I was very confused, so he apologized immediately and explained that it was just a joke, and it did in fact feel like a joke. Okay, here as a person of Afro descent, all in the minority. Okay, Afro people that were here in Argentina blended into the population many years ago. Some of them died off from different situations. There was some outward migration as well. A bunch of different things happened. So because of that, there isn't a strong presence of Afro-Argentines. In fact, they're under 1% of the population. If you see someone who looks like me, or even more dark, generally they're coming from another country. So because of that reality, you stand out here, okay? And people do want to make you feel comfortable. So that's where those other guys, men from here in Argentina, will pull up and ask me, hey, bro, or ask you rather, hey, where are you from? Okay, I experienced that a lot here. And it wasn't like a Cuba, hey, my friend, where you from? Them, looking for a way to sort of get money out of you. Right, here it's just genuine curiosity, and them maybe wanting to help you in any way possible without trying to help themselves at the same time, purely from an altruistic place. Now, as a brother, will you be objectified by the women here? Maybe to a degree, okay, perhaps to a degree. That experience that I had, Caribeño, I want you, or I want your body, whatever she said to me, right? It's something to that effect. Is that a bit of objectification? Yeah, maybe a little bit of fetish going on there, probably. Will that happen to you? I don't know. Depends on how many days you stay here, but I don't know. Maybe it's a thing.
Well, some of you might say, hey, Keenan, you're exaggerating. Or maybe those two ladies that ran down on you and pulled out your chest there were actually into you. If that was all I saw, I would say, all right, sure, the naysayers may have a point. However, in the 10 minutes that I was standing next to the one Afro sister that I've seen in Argentina, 3 different guys ran down on her. And it wasn't like she was out here looking like a well-developed Beyonce. More so like a female version of Ronaldinho with the same teeth.
But I don't know, maybe it's a thing here in Argentina. Maybe I have to do some more scholarly research into that topic, but it's something that I saw. Now, enough with the women. The food here in Argentina is amazing. Okay, simple ingredients, nothing overly complicated. Everything extremely natural and just tasting amazing. Okay, I had some really, really good steak here in Argentina. You guys like Brazilian steak? Okay, that's good in its own right, but I need you guys to try Argentine steak as well. It's not like they're putting any complicated seasonings on it at all. It just seems like the cut of beef and I don't know, maybe the method that they're cooking it in is amazing. Okay, I don't know what they are feeding their cows with, but it tastes like, you know, God himself has come down and handed that plate to you. And, you know, just beyond the steak thing, there's a lot of cuisine that's coming originally out of Europe. The Italian food here is amazing. You like New York pizza? Okay, that's great. Come here to Buenos Aires or elsewhere in Argentina and try the pizza that's here. Okay, a lot of the food is coming out of that migration that came in from Italy, that also came in from Spain, that came in from Germany as well. A lot of traditions coming out of there and coming here. In addition to that, you have a strong native culinary tradition as well. Cuy, the same thing that I had up in Ecuador, okay, is also common here in Argentina. Now, it's not common here in Buenos Aires, all right? However, once you go to some other regions that have a stronger native population, okay, your chances of finding cuy are a lot greater. Natives all throughout the Andes, right, before the introduction of Europeans, they were eating guinea pigs. Okay, so from southern Colombia, right, middle southern Colombia, right, ranging all the way down through Chile, through Argentina, right, in that Andes region, they are eating guinea pigs because that was their source of protein. And then, of course, Europeans came and they introduced their cattle, their pigs, their goats, etc. Now, when it comes to accommodations here, you have a whole range of places that you can stay in. Okay, I feel like because there's so much competition, you can actually get a hotel for such a good price while you're here. This room that I'm currently in was only $24. Okay, only $24 is what I paid for this space. Now, this same space, if you were to put it in New York, they would try to hit me over the head for maybe $200 a night. Okay, in such a prime location. I'm literally in the center of the business district here. So, this is my hotel room here at Unique Executive Hotel. All right. So, here goes the room right here. Okay. So, this is a fake king size bed. Okay, reason why, they actually have 2 twins. Look like they just rammed them together. Pause. Right. Whoops, sorry, I spilled a little hot sauce right here. Whoops.
That's from KFC, not from anything crazy. I had to try the KFC. It's different everywhere you go.
Look at that. Okay, random chair. All right, random chair. This is actually some gifts I have to go back home. Okay. This is the television. Okay. Now, this is how you know it's an old hotel. Okay. When there's not that many outlets, you know that the hotel is rather old. Okay. And see right here, this is the only outlets in the room. Okay. The rest of the outlets are actually in the bathroom. Okay. See, they actually have a weird plug here. I believe it's actually the Australian plug, or maybe the Japanese plug. Not too sure. It's kind of like the US 2-prong, but they're kind of bent inward, okay, as you can see here. All travelers, you need this in your bag, all right? You need to have one of these at all times. Okay, you never know what your situation is when you're gonna go to a country. I actually didn't do research to see which plug that I needed, but thankfully I had this. Okay, I bought this in Brazil for no money. I'm actually gonna put a link down below where you can get this before you actually travel. Okay. Oops, you see them in my drawers, I'm sorry. Sorry boys, no diddy. Okay, now this is the bathroom. I actually hate this bathroom. Okay, the reason why is the ceiling is suspect. Okay, what's going on there? Right? And also, the floor will just be randomly wet for no damn reason. Okay, you have this little contraption here. Don't know what that's about. I don't know, is that like a old school urinal or what? Okay, and then you have this right here. Then you have this, okay? Now, it's older, it doesn't have a shower head, you know, where you can take off and you can use it however you want. However, when you turn on the pipes, okay, the cold water, it sounds like World War III is starting. Hold on, I'm gonna let you guys listen to this real quick. Well, actually, that wasn't so bad. I guess it's when you do with the combination of hot water and cold water. That's when it sounds like World War III starting, but I'm not going to trouble you guys with that. Okay. Yeah, and this is my room. Sorry for the boxers thing. Apologies. We don't have that relationship, right? All right. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching this video and watching all of my other stuff, watching this Argentina series. Thank you so much. I love you. God bless. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.